That's another point. One more point to add. Keep a mental note of this. Is that imagine that everything that is being said to you. You're being spoken to. The speaker, he should speak in such a way that this is for me. Shaykh Ashraf Ali Thanwi rahimahullah, a very great shaykh, he mentioned that whenever I see some weakness inside of me, I go and give a talk about it. If I see that I'm weak in my tahajjud, then I will go and talk about that. Why? Because when you talk about something, it affirms that in your heart first. And then you feel after that lecture that, wait a minute man, I'm talking about all of this, I'm not doing it myself. What's the matter with me? I'm a hypocrite. He said, whenever I would see myself weak in something, I would speak about it. And I would share that with somebody. And then what would that do? That would encourage that person, and it would encourage me. That would encourage that person, and they would encourage me also to do that action. So first and foremost, the speaker and the listener, they should be making the intention that this is for me. I am not speaking down on you. Like I am somebody that has all the answers. Right? I am the imam, I am the shaykh, I am so on and so forth. And now I am telling you because I have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I'm speaking because I need this. Those days that I don't speak, the days of the week that goes, which I don't speak, I feel my iman get weaker. Every one of us, when we speak for the sake of Allah. This increases the iman and yaqeen in our own hearts. This increases the knowledge. This increases the iman and yaqeen in our own heart. This increases our conviction. Have any of you given da'wah before? Have any of you talked to somebody about Islam before? How do you feel after you speak to Islam to somebody? Don't you feel that your iman is strengthened? Of course. This is one of the benefits. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran mentions such a beautiful thing. Surah Yasin. سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَأَنذَرْتَهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ فَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ. Allah Ta'ala says it is the same for them if you warn them or if you don't warn them. Allah Ta'ala didn't say سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْكَ أَأَنذَرْتَهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Allah said it is the same for them. Whether you warn them or whether you don't warn them, they're not going to believe. But Allah didn't say it is going to be the same for you, because for you it is beneficial. If they don't listen, it's equal. Whether you tell them, whether you don't tell them, they're not going to benefit. But it's not the same for you. Because if you tell them, you will benefit. If you tell them, you will benefit. You will become from those people that Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَى إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Whose word can be better than the one who calls to Allah and he does good deeds? He just doesn't call others to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he forgets about doing good actions himself. He's not a hypocrite. He calls to Allah and he does good deeds, but at the same time, what does he say? وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. I'm but a Muslim. I'm no shaykh, I'm no imam, I'm nothing. I'm just one of the Muslims. دَعَى إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. I am just but from amongst the Muslims. So when you're sitting, every single word that you hear should be what? Should be for the intention that when you're coming, make an intention. All the intentions that you want. And then when you leave, make a resolution that this is how I'm going to change my life. This is what I took from this lecture. And if you have a little notebook, it's even better. If you have a notebook, that's even better. You can take notes down. Right? Take the notes down, take up some points, and then read it after. Share it with somebody else. Not only should you learn, but share it with somebody else. Tell somebody else that I heard a very beneficial lecture. This, that, and the other was discussed. So these are just a couple of points to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you in accordance with your adab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you in accordance with your adab. One of the mashayikh, he mentioned in poetry, ای خدا جویم توفیق ادب به ادب محروم ماند از فضل رب. ای خدا جویم توفیق ادب به ادب محروم ماند از فضل رب. He said, oh Allah, we ask of you the tawfiq to give us adab. Why? به ادب محروم ماند از فضل رب. The person who is به adab, the person who doesn't have respect, he becomes mahroom of the fadl of Allah. He becomes mahroom of the fadl of Allah.